Okay, so I want you to picture something for a second. You're stripped of everything. No phone, no clothes, no tools, just dropped right in the middle of the wilderness.
Wow. That is a terrifying thought.
And it gets worse, according to the source we're digging into today, Pivot Points. The History of Human Leverage by Asif Siddiqui. In that scenario, you're not the king of the jungle.
Not even close.
No. You are, and I'm quoting here, a slow, soft-skinned, shivering snack for whatever predator finds you first.
And, you know, it's a harsh way to put it, but he's absolutely right. Biologically, we're kind of pathetic. I mean, no claws, no natural armor, we can't see in the dark. In a straight-up fight with nature, we lose. Every time.
But that's a whole paradox, isn't it? We're these squishy, slow things, yet somehow we've populated every single continent. We've walked on the moon.
We're looking back at the birth of the universe.
Exactly. So how did we get from shivering snack to, well, us?
Well, Siddiqui argues it all comes down to a single concept he calls leverage.
Leverage, okay, my mind immediately goes to, like, finance. Are we talking about debt? Because that feels like a bit of a stretch.
No, not that kind. He defines it as the refusal to accept nature's constraints. It's looking at the biological hand you've been dealt and just saying, nope, not good enough.
Okay, walk me through an example of that.
So take being cold. Humans are basically hairless, right? We get cold easily. Nature says, you will freeze. We didn't wait 1 million years to evolve fur.
We invented fire.
We invented fire. Then we wrapped ourselves in other animals' fur. Then we built shelters. And now we have HVAC systems that let us live comfortably in a desert or the Arctic.
So leverage is basically just cheating evolution.
In a way, yeah. Or look at memory. Our brains are, terrible at remembering things long term.
Oh, tell me about it.
So instead of just accepting that we're forgetful, we invented writing. We basically externalized our memory. Now we have the internet, which is like a collective hard drive for the entire species. We just refuse the biological limit.
This kind of ruins my entire high school history education. All those years memorizing kings and battles.
And Siddiqui would say that's just a distraction. He argues that we're obsessed with politics when the real history, the one that actually matters, is the history of invention.
He makes this comparison between Napoleon Bonaparte and James Watt that really jumped out at me.
It's the core of his whole book. I mean, think about Napoleon. He redrew the map of Europe. A huge deal at the time, right?
Massive.
But what did he really do? He changed who paid taxes to whom for, a couple of decades?
And then the map mostly changed back.
Exactly. It was a blip. But James Watt, he perfected the steam engine. He didn't just change a border. He changed the fundamental way the human species generates energy forever.
So the inventor has more power than the conqueror.
Infinitely more. Because the inventor creates what he calls a pivot point, a moment where the world before and the world after are unrecognizable to each other.
I thought his analogy for the printing press was so good. He said before the press, knowledge was like a liquid.
It's a perfect metaphor. Think about it. Oral tradition.
Yeah.
It just evaporates, right? If the storyteller dies, the knowledge is just gone.
It's volatile.
Totally. The printing press froze that liquid. It turned knowledge into a solid. Something you could stack, ship, store, and build upon. That's not a gadget. That's a shift in the physics of information.
It's the same thing with a microchip. Logic used to be slow, expensive. You had to hire a person to do math.
And then, almost overnight, logic became instant and virtually free. And when something becomes free, you use it everywhere. You stop thinking about how to calculate and start thinking about what to solve.
So what triggers these pivot points?
Yeah.
Is it just some genius having a eureka moment in a lab?
Almost never, actually. He says it's driven by something way more common: frustration.
Dissatisfaction.
Yeah. Every single invention in this book starts with someone looking at the world and saying, this is not good enough. We are the species that tinkers. We're the architects of our own evolution because we get annoyed.
That puts a very different spin on my frustration during my morning commute.
Well, it's raw material. If invention really springs from frustration, then all the things that drive us crazy today, they're just the pivot points that are waiting to happen.
Wow. It makes you wonder, if every big leap comes from someone saying, this isn't good enough, what are we tolerating right now that people 100 years from now will look back on as being absolutely barbaric?
That is the question.
Thanks for listening to this deep dive. Stay curious.